Here in phase 3, position number 7, we're going to talk about the head position. You know, we've in the earlier phases 1 and both phase 2 going into the trigger or loading position, we talked about maintaining the integrity of a quiet head position because the eyes were in the head and how it's a separate activity. But now here is a little bit of a variation, and this is where you can allow and adjust for some natural head movement, and most of the time you're going to see the head movement down. If you go back into phase 1 and phase 2, you can see that the bill of the cap was basically parallel to the ground, and now you've got a little bit of a angle down. Well, this is natural because as the body begins to rotate from the front side to the back side in the whole process, you're going to have this natural head moving down into the contact zone, and this is allowed for the tracking purposes. And you'll see it's downward because obviously, as we've talked about in the other positions in phase 3, that we essentially are trying to attack from a high position to a downward position. And so now we're really getting a visual on the pitch plane, and we've already, by this point, have already read the angle, the height, and the velocity. So we're making that all come into fruition now as we go towards the plate, and we're going to watch all the way through contact, trying to keep our head right there on the contact position. Again, there's not a lot of wobbling going on. It's still a quiet movement, but you can allow a little bit of a head down position, and it could be a little bit more than this. That'd be fine, but obviously we don't want to see the head at this point with the bill of the cap up in the sky because the head is flying open because the front side's flying open. You'll know that that's a negative grade right off the bat. So here's where it's okay to have some head movement. It's based on the rotation of the body and sighting the pitch and keeping it in on on contact. So with that being done, let's move to phase 3, position number 8.